Greetings, greetings. It's your girl, Little Sunshine, here on Sexy Intellectual. And I just had a message this morning. I was just kind of sitting here doing a little bit of meditation and just in my thoughts. And so, um, you can't be a goddess. I see a lot of, women on Facebook, YouTube, and this, that, and the third, talking about, oh, how I'm a goddess, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a righteous queen, this, that, and the third. And yes, a lot of us, we know that, and I'm happy that a lot of women are actually tapping into their divinity, but we can't sit up there and tap into our divinity and then say that we're goddesses and all this and all that, but then we're out here popping pussy. That don't go together, because I had to learn the hard way on when you just out here popping pussy freely. See, people don't realize that we are attaching ourselves emotionally to a lot of these people. And not only that, but a lot of your ancestors don't like it. Depending on, your bloodline and which it is that you come from, a lot of your ancestors wasn't out here popping pussy like that. Some of them were, and I know that there are some goddesses and some energy that deal with strictly that specific type of energy to where they are promiscuous. But if you're not serving, or if you know that you're not tapping into that type of energy and using that energy for your benefit, then there's no use to it. Actually, you're putting more universal karma on yourself when you're just out here popping pussy freely and calling yourselves gods and goddesses and queens and kings and this, that, and the third. And, so I just feel like I said, your ancestors don't like it. I had to learn the hard way when I was going through my spiritual awakening and tapping into my divinity. I had to learn the hard way of just having casual sex with people and not harnessing that energy and giving my energy away. It caused me to be in a depression for a very long time and actually having a substance abuse to where I was drinking heavily every single day. And then I was in the heart of in the hood. So it made me very vulnerable and easy access and easy prey. See, that's the problem in the first place. Us black women, we need to stop having sex, period. Black women need to stop having sex. We need to close our legs. Because half of the time, especially if the black man ain't coming correct, why are we even popping anything for them? Nigga better be lucky I pop open a can of fruit for the nigga. Especially if he ain't coming correct. So that was just something that was on my mind this morning. Black women need to stop having sex with these niggas. We need to stop claiming we gods and goddesses and kings and queens, but we out here just having sex freely, not putting no morals, not putting no respect, not putting no standards on it. Not putting no morals, no respect, no nothing on it. And makes it harder for women who are trying to do the right thing, and the men who are trying to do the right thing, makes it harder for them to really pick and choose, because you say you such a goddess, you such a queen, you this, that, and the third, but you give it up easy because you feel like you've tapped into your divinity. You feel like you about to lay something bomb on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or you about to lay something down good on a woman because you feel like you done tapped into your divinity, and you know that they ain't gonna feel no goddess energy like that. That they gonna want some more. That's the thing. I feel like everybody's doing everything for clout. Everybody wants somebody to brag on their stuff. Like, oh yeah, my stuff is good. They know this be good. Like, stop. Everybody don't know. Everybody don't need to know what it's like to be with you. And like I said, I had to learn that the hard way. because I was punished heavily for having promiscuous sex, because my ancestors did not like that about that. My ancestors did not like that. I was punished. I had to go through so much because of that. Things that I'm still suffering from till this day because of promiscuity, being promiscuous. And then once I tapped into my divinity, I still did it, first. And, it's been 2 years. So, but in the beginning, I still did. And then not only that, but I used that as ammo or to make myself look better than the next. I used me tapping into my divinity to make me feel like I was better than the next person. But you're not. Even though that you tap into your divinity, you're not better than anybody else. You're not better than any other woman just because you tapped into your divinity. It might make you more enlightened. Yes. Might make you more of a healer, a natural, natural nurturer. More of that. You'll be more in tune to your femininity and you'll be more in tune to who you are as a woman. Yes, indeed. But that doesn't make you any better than anybody. All of us have that ability. It's just that some people don't have that spiritual awakening and some people do. All of us have the ability to reach certain levels of life, highest levels of life. All of us have the ability to reach the highest levels of life, highest elevation of life. All of us have that. But some people just don't tap into it. Some people are not born to tap into it. Some people just can't tap into it. Even if they were born into it. There has to be some type of something that's going to, strike a chord within you for you to tap into your divinity. But I'm just saying that once you tap into your divinity, you can't just be sitting up here giving it to everybody and feeling like, oh yeah, I'm not king, I'm not queen, because I done tapped into my divinity and, and you know what I'm saying? And just feel like I can do that. I can do that because I've tapped into my femininity, or I've tapped into my divinity. I've tapped into my God. No, that's not okay. It's not okay. And we need to be harnessing that energy and taking that energy and doing what's right with it, which means building healthy families. If you've tapped into your divinity so much and you've elevated to such a high level for you kings and you queens, you gods and you goddesses, then you need to be doing what you're on this earth to do, which is to make the world a better place and be fruitful and multiply. If you've tapped into this, start building your community up instead of going around and tearing it down, because that's all that you're doing. You don't realize you out here popping coochie, popping, slanging D. It's tearing down your community. Because a lot of people take that they use that divinity to their advantage and hurt a lot of people's souls and egos and hurt people's feelings. And I say that because I'm a living testimony to it. I knew I hurt some feelings, and I apologize if I've hurt anybody's feelings, because my feelings have been hurt too. But we need to start building ourselves up as a community. We need to stop tearing each other down and using sex as a weapon to keep us just bounded, keep us all jacked up. We're using just sex as a weapon to destroy ourselves. That's what we're doing. We're using sex as a weapon to destroy ourselves as a community. So we need to stop that. We need to build each other up and, start using sex to heal each other. Start using sex to heal each other and to build stronger families, because that's what it was used for in the first place. Little sunshine, I'm out.